Play is serious learning. A wise man named Mr. Rogers once said that, and the evidence is everywhere here at Stevens Preschool in Wheat Ridge. In one corner, firefighters are rushing off to their latest emergency. In another, a doctor's office receptionist is looking over paperwork. Over by the window, a teacher is reading to her student. And right nearby, the proprietor of an Italian restaurant is serving the day's first customer. Let's not forget the construction workers, safety glasses firmly in place. Stevens is one of 44 different preschools throughout Jeffco, and one of many different models too.
We have some preschools that are in schools, we have some that are in standalone buildings. We offer a standards-based curriculum, which a lot of preschools can't say that. We offer services for students with disabilities, we offer students services who are English language learners. We take any child that walks through our door.
Jeffco's preschool staff likes to say they are the seeds of Jeffco's 2020 tree. All of the different competencies that Jeffco looks for in its graduates, from content mastery to communications, start here.
We engage kids from the minute they walk in the door, so we work on everything from fine motor skills to gross motor skills to critical thinking and comprehension skills in literacy, in math, in social studies. We develop students' socio-emotional components that are critical for them as they go through their careers in public education. To the outsider coming into a preschool, you would say, well, these kids are just playing. But really, it's very intentional. Play is the work of children who are 3 and 4. That's how they grow, that's how they learn. And so our job is to make sure that we're enriching their play.
Because the work is so vital to a student's future success, the people who carry it out have to be well prepared.
Our main governing agency that we have for preschool is the Colorado Department of Human Services, and so our early childhood teachers have to have certain credentials or certifications to be teaching in our classroom, and we have a wide gamut of teachers with experience to education in our classrooms.
Thummy, thummy up, thummy, thummy down. Thummy, thummy dancing all around the town.
They all work with a common foundation, a play-based resource known as Tools of the Mind, designed to increase the learning levels of young children through focused attention, self-regulation, deliberate memory, and strong oral language.
So we have a process that we use before students go into centers, which is called play planning. It's a process where students actually make a plan before they go play. For us, it's also an assessment every day where we can see how students are thinking. So we have students start off by drawing pictures. We have them start writing their names, and then we actually have them start doing pre-literacy skills where we are matching words to spaces, where they are learning beginning sounds and ending sounds, and we send kids in our preschools off to kindergarten writing.
What's the weather like today? Today is sunny.
There is purpose and design to everything, from the question of the day that fires up preschooler brain power to discussions about the weather, the calendar, the centers they want to spend time in, and the roles they want to play.
That role playing really comes first with that planning with the teachers. They're very intentional about starting with their centers, briefing the kids on what those roles are, and running through scenarios and role playing. And they start to present that. They ask the children what kind of circumstances they may know about the firemen and those types of roles. Part of their planning is to choose a role to play and use their imaginations to incorporate that.
When they take on the roles, we're able to see different types of regulation or self-regulation. And that's really our goal, is to have children be self-regulated and to have that exposure, to be able to remember on cue what we're doing through the course of the day.
Tuna fish, flashing through the water.
Music helps transition the students from task to task.
It allows everyone to be able to keep track of where they're at in the day. It's used for large group activities where they can do their freeze dance and things like that. Again, that boosts that self-regulation.
The rates for Jeffco's preschool program vary, depending upon a child's need for half-day or full-day instruction and care. But there are options for qualified families who need financial assistance. Getting in is pretty simple.
We need to have current immunizations, and then also we want to make sure that children are cleared to be able to physically attend our buildings, and that's basically some paperwork that we get from their physician.
They start taking Little Learners at the age of 3 with the goal of supporting children no matter where they might be in their development.
All of the research that's coming out anymore is showing us how impactful preschool is. We make a tremendous difference with early intervention. We're seeing kids who go through preschool have a higher graduation rate. They have a higher employment rate, generally a better quality of life. And so it's a powerful thing to think about. This is the work we get to do.
I know it's kind of mushy, but it does bring tears to my eyes because we are really the foundation for our children as far as education, and to see them happy and successful is phenomenal.
For Jeffco's preschool professionals, the return they get each and every day is priceless.
We get to be with kids. We get to come into the door and be greeted by little teeny tiny chubby arms that are excited to see us, that know our names when they walk in the door. It's awesome to see the growth, to see their little spongy minds when we teach a skill and teachers support that early learning to be able to make those connections for kids. That's what we get out of this.
We are Jeffco, and we're proud of that.